Good morning, class. Exciting topic for today. We'll talk about how to build an online business, basic e-commerce in 10 minutes. All right, let's get into it. Step 1, we need a product to sell. Step 2, we need an e-commerce site wherein customers can order the products. And step 3, we need a way to let customers know about our online store. So those are the 3 basic steps. No real mystery to that. All right, let's go into step 1, product. Now, it's either you have your own product or you're going to try to think of a product, meaning buy low and then try to sell it at a profit. So what some people do is go to Alibaba, and there you can sort the products by popularity or by user feedback, and hence you can go there and pick a product that you might like to promote and put on your online store. And there are many others, so you can also take a look at what's popular in Amazon, and if you're in the Philippines, maybe Shopee or Lazada, just to give you an idea of what products are selling. And that's it. So now you have your products. Second step would be to have your own online e-commerce store. And there are many solutions. There's Shopify, like this here in my background. There's Wix, there's BigCommerce, there's Lazada, there's Etsy, there's Shopee. There are many different platforms where you can put up your online store and facilitate transactions, accept customer orders. So here, for example, is Shopify. And what's good about Shopify is it has a plug-in connector to Facebook ads, which leads us to the third step, which is how do you get customers to your online e-commerce site? And the quick answer would be you will pay for it. You will pay via advertisement. For example, Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads. You will have to pay for it. Or you can look into the trend wherein you have a partnership with influencers. So they will talk about you and your store on their YouTube channel, Instagram, social media, and promote you. Of course, that's probably for a percentage of the sales, commission. So those are the options. And with Shopify, it's good because with the Facebook connector, it can track from your Facebook ads to the user going to your site and what the user does on your site, whether they buy or they abandon your cart. You will have those analytics, and those things are important to gain insights as to what's happening. Advertisement is not cheap, so it's important to maximize the spend and conversion rates. And actually, I'm done. It's only 4 minutes and I'm done into the basics of an e-commerce. Okay, let's review and go into a little more detail in the next 5 minutes. Again, the future of marketing is you must have an online presence. especially now in with the situation the world is in, where we are all stuck at home. Retail stores are half open, sometimes open, but not ideal. So people nowadays would rather just buy online and have it delivered to their homes. So it's important that if you're a brick and mortar or you're just a young entrepreneur, you need to have an e-commerce store. And they're relatively cheap. Like this one, Shopify, you can have a decent one for around 30 USD per month. That's not, that's pretty good. It's not so expensive. So do your homework, research the various stores that you might consider, and you don't have to be limited to one. So you can have a Shopify store, you can have a store in Lazada, Shopee, yeah, and others. So you can have multiple stores where you sell your products. And step two. Or wait a minute. That was step two. I am having a senior moment. All right. Step one was to first identify your business, your products. And that's either you have an existing one because you're a brick and mortar, whether you have cakes, you have bags, and other physical items that you are selling, or you will try to find good products, find them, buy them at a low price, and then resell them on your e-commerce store for a profit. Many do it. It's what they call drop shipping. So that's the term. So people typically will look for great products in Alibaba, find a good deal, post those items on their e-commerce store. So when a person orders, that's the only time you will place an order to Alibaba to ship the product directly to the customer's place. So you're just like a middleman, more of a marketer. Many people do it. It's probably a good idea before, but probably the competition now is a little harder in that space. Better if you really have your own product, your own thing that you create that's unique. Sell your own stuff. All right, so that's the first thing. You must have something to sell that people would really like to buy. That's important. We'll talk about that for another day. But step one, have a good product. But then step two is how are you going to sell it? And here we're talking about having an online presence. And it's typically cheaper than having a store anyways. You know, mall rentals are typically, I don't know, maybe there's rental and then there's like 10 to 15% on your sales. So that's a lot of expense when you try to sell inside malls. So quick way is have an online presence, digital. So that's here. Here is like example is Shopify. And then third, another important note is you need to advertise, promote your online store. It's typical. So companies really spend money on advertising, budget for endorsers. So if you notice, your favorite company would usually get popular stars, endorsers of their product. And you will have to do it the same, but maybe on a smaller scale. So I doubt that you will have a budget to get Blackpink to endorse your product. Wishful thinking, but if you can, then your problem is solved. You'll send millions of products. All right. So What you can do is then you will have to master the skill of Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, and other ways of advertising. But those are the more popular ways of getting customers to your online store. And then those are the three steps, and the bonus step will be on your side is to make sure you have a good delivery shipping partner. Make sure they don't smash crush your products, and they don't get lost, and they get delivered very well. So look for reputable delivery companies. Ask around, look at what other online sellers are saying with regards to what's good in your area. That's the bonus. The delivery aspect is very important. So typically, you want to avoid customers blaming you when in fact it's a problem with the courier. Okay, so that's it. That's the basic of having an e-commerce business. Oh, I exceeded. It's 11 minutes. I exceeded by 1 minute. That's okay. I gave a bonus. I gave 4 instead of 3 tips. Okay, so hopefully that's to just help you get started, to remove the mystery around how to get started. It's really basic. It's basic. Product, online e-commerce store, which is you have many to choose from, many platforms. Costs you $30 a month typically to get started. Very affordable. And then learn how to do online marketing, Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads to drive traffic to your site. And then make sure you deliver it to your customers in a delightful way. Pick the right delivery partner. All right. Thank you for listening, class dismissed. And see you next time with something new. Let's make money. Yeah. Cheers.